Students, our next chapter is interest. So interest is divided in two parts, simple and compound. We have two type of interest, that is simple interest and compound interest. So we will just understand what is simple interest and what is compound interest and what is the difference between the two interests. The formula which is given for simple interest is P into R into T upon 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, T is the time in years. T is always calculated in years, and if it is not given in years, we have to convert it in years. Amount is equals to principal plus interest. Now your principal is something which we give to the bank. The money which is given to the bank is called principal, or if you borrow money from someone, that becomes principal. Then after, rate is applied to your principal which you give, the money which you give to the bank, and the year, at what year, till what year you are going to save your money in the bank. So in this way we calculate simple interest. Now there is an example. If principal is 24,000, rate is given as 7.5% and time is given as 4 years, you have to calculate simple interest. So simple interest will be PRT upon 100, that is principal, 24,000, rate is given as 7.5% and time is given as 4 years, upon 100. So you will cancel 2 zeros from this, and then you will multiply the whole value, which you will get as 7,200. So your amount which you are going to get after 4 years is principal, means the money which you have given, plus the interest which is given by you by the bank. The interest which is given on your money by the bank, that is called interest. So it will be 24,000 plus the money as interest. You will add both the sum, that is called the amount, which will be in rupees. Don't forget to write the unit. So this way we are going to solve the questions of simple interest. Next one is compound interest. Student, compound interest, we get more interest in this and less interest in simple interest. By the name only you can differentiate between simple and compound interest. Now if the same amount is given over here, that is principal is 24,000, rate is given and time is given, if you want to calculate the compound interest on the sum, what we do, we just break this year in. We have to calculate the simple interest for one year, and what will happen when the simple interest for 1 year will come, that is 18,000, we will add the principal plus the interest which we got for the first year. We'll add both the sum and we will get as the amount for the first year, and this amount of first year will become the interest for this amount which has come for the first year will become the principal of the second year. So this is the difference between the compound interest and simple interest. In simple interest, the principal is always the same. The principal is always the same for all the years, but the compound interest, the principal changes. That is, first year if we first find the interest for the first year, and then we find the amount of the first year. So the amount of the first year becomes the principal for the next year, and then after again we will find the interest and total amount for the second year. This amount of second year will become the principal for the third year, and this way we are going to calculate compound interest. But just now we are going to understand simple interest. I hope you must have understood simple interest. The only thing is that you have to put the values principal, interest and time, and solve the calculation part. So we're going to solve some questions from the exercise. The first question you can see, question 6, at what rate? You can see it's question number 2 first. Question number 2 is saying Rohit borrowed rupees 24,000. This question we have already done just now in the explanation part, and we have found the, you can see, question number 2, Rohit borrowed 24,000 at 7.5% per year. How much money will he pay at the end of the 4 years? You have to find the amount at the end of the 4 years. So we have just found it out. I put the value of simple interest. We will calculate simple interest, and then finally when the simple interest is come, we will find the amount, and amount is principal plus interest, and we will get the answer. We'll get the amount. You can see the next question, question 6. Rest of the questions are similar. I will give you some question for assignments also. Next question, you can see question number 6. At what rate percent per annum will rupees 630 produces an interest of 126 in 4 years? So you have to find rate of percent. Question number 6. We know, first of all, write the given part, whatever is given in the question. In question, interest is given as rupees 126. Principal is given as rupees 630, and you have to find, time is given 4 year. You have to find rate of interest. So we will use our formula SI is equals to P into R into T upon 100. We'll put the value of SI, that is 126. We'll put the value of principal 630. Rate we don't know, and time we know as 4 years, and then 100. We'll substitute the value and find the value of R. So R will be 126 into 100 upon 630 into 4. We'll cancel it. 4 ones are 4, 4 3s are 12, sorry, 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. 3 4s are 12 and 3 2s are 6. 21 2s are 2 1s are 2, 2s are 2 1s are, and 2 5s are. So rate of interest is 5%. This way we are going to solve this question. You can see the next question, question number 7. In question number 7 they are saying, in how many years will rupees 950 produces 399 as simple interest at 7%? So the question this time you have to find time. So principal is given as 950. Interest is given as 399. Simple interest, that is rate of interest, is given as 7%. You have to find time. So interest is P into R into T upon 100. Interest is 399. Principal is 950, rate is 7, and time is t upon 100. We'll find the value of time, which will be 399 into 100 upon 950 into 7. We'll cancel it. 7 ones are 7, 7 fives are 35, 7 sevens are 49. Then after 19 threes are 19, fives are 5 ones are 5, twos are. So time is 6 years. This way we are going to solve question number 7. Now you can see question number 11. Ashok lent out rupees 7,000 at 6% and 9,500 at 5%. So he lent out two sum at different rate of interest. You have to find the total income from the interest in 3 years. So there are two cases in the question. First, the principal one. In first case you can take this as case 1. This is question number 11. In case 1 you can see principal is given as 7,000, rate of interest is given as 6, time is 3 upon 100. So this will be 6 threes are, or 7 6 are 42, 42 threes are 126, 0. So this is your interest in case 1. Then in case 2 your interest will be 9,500 into 5 into 3 upon 100. We'll cancel the 0 when you will multiply this. 5 3s are 15 into 95. You will get your answer as 1425 rupees. So total interest which Ashok is going to gain is total interest of Ashok is case 1. You will add case 1 interest and case 2 interest, which will be 5. This is 6 plus 2 8, 4 plus 2 6, and this is 2 rupees. So rupees 2,685 is your answer, which Ashok is going to gain from the two interests. Now you can see the next exercise is also similar. You can do some question of the next exercise. The next exercise, you can see question number 1. In question number 1, exercise 9b, the interest on certain sum of money is 0.24 times of itself in 3 years. You have to find the rate of interest. Now you can see in the question nothing is given. It is saying the interest on a certain sum of money is 0.24 times of itself. So interest on a certain money is interest on a certain sum of money is 0.24 times of itself. It means if you just let, this is exercise 9b, question number 1, we'll just let principal as x, So when you let the principal as x, they are saying the SI is 0.24 times of the principal. So we'll put the value here. SI is equals to P into R into T upon 100. Principal is given as x. Rate, we have to find rate here. Time is given as 3 and simple interest is 0.4 x upon 100. So from here x and x will be cancelled. We have to find rate. So it will be 0.24 into 100 upon 3. Decimal will be removed. And this is 3 ones are 3, 3 8s are 24. This is 8%. Rate of interest is 8%. You can see question number 2. Question number 2 is again similar. If 3,750 amount to rupees this much in 3 years at simple interest, we have to find the rate of interest. So if rupees this much amounts to this much, it means here amount is given and principal is given. You will first find the simple interest and then you will substitute the value to find rate. So it is simple. Question number 3 is also similar to question number 1. A sum of money lent out at simple interest double itself in 8 years. You have to find the rate of interest. A sum of money lent at simple interest doubles. So we will let the principal as x, then simple interest will be here principal will be P and amount will be 2P, and then after you will calculate this question. You can see a question. You can see question number 6. In question 6 it is saying a certain sum of money amounts rupees 3,825 in 4 years and produces rupees this much in 6 years. You have to find the rate of interest. Before solving question 6, we can do question number 5, which is similar. So let's do question 5. Question 5 is saying a sum of money lent at 6.5% per annum will produce the same interest in 4 years as 7,500 produces in 6 years at 5%. So we will calculate the simple interest here. Simple interest for the second case is students, when we calculate simple interest, the principal is always same in every year. So in question number 5, we will calculate the interest from the second part. Now we can calculate the interest from here. which is 75 into 30, which will be, just do the calculation here, 75 into 3, 5 3s are 15, and this is 21 and 22. So this will be rupees 2250. So this is the interest. Then they are saying what sum of money lent at 6.5% per annum. It means they are asking principal. So now we can substitute the value and find principal here. So SI is P into R into T upon 100. SI we have just found it, and P we have to find. R is given as 6.5%, time is given as 4 years, and upon 100. So this is 2250 into 100 upon 6.5 into 4 equal to P. We will solve this and get the value of principal. You can remove this 0. 25 times it will cancel. 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 'Then after we will multiply 45 into 25 into 10 upon 13. Whatever we will get, we will divide the answer by 13 and we will get our answer in decimals, the value of principal. So this way we are going to solve the question of simple interest. In the next video, I will tell you how to solve the questions of compound interest.